You have a dream, and you wonder if it's the thing that you're really supposed to go after. You wonder if you can do it, if it's really God's will. You wonder if this is the dream that you're really supposed to go after. You wonder if it's your ego or if this is really your divine purpose. My name is Felicia Searcy, your Dream Life Activator. It is my joy to be your partner in believing. And in this video, I want to literally give you a test, a literal test that you can use to test whether or not this is the thing for you to go after. If this is your dream, if this is actually the divine speaking through you, or if it's a whim or your ego or anything else that may be getting in the way of you really putting a stake in the ground and saying, I'm doing this thing. One of the questions that I get repeatedly from people that I work with all around the world is that they have a dream and then they immediately shrink back and say, but I'm just wondering if I'm just being grandiose, or if it's unrealistic, or, if I'm supposed to be doing something else. Is there something else I'm supposed to be doing? That hesitation will actually be the thing that will cause you to put the brakes on your dream. That wondering if it's you, if it's the voice of your ego, or if it's your intuition. That's that being in that place of uncertainty. That's the thing that will cause you to hesitate and slow everything down, which then slows down your momentum and your progression. So I want to share with you 5 questions that my mentor gave me in order to do what's called test your dream. There's actually a way to test your dream. And if you have 5 yeses, then unequivocally, this is your dream and it's time for you to go for it. And here's the thing. It's not only that it's your dream, but that this is the thing that life is wanting for you, through you, and from you. So I hope you have a piece of paper. So put in the comment section if you want to know what the 5 questions are. That if you are wondering if, in fact, the dream that's bubbling inside of you, if it's really the thing for you to do. And I hope you brought a pen and a paper with you, because you're going to want to write these questions down. And here's the beautiful thing about this is that you can apply these questions to every single element of your dream. It's not just the big global dream, but it's the pieces of the dream that you wonder, is this the thing that I'm really supposed to be doing? Or is it, do I think I have to do this, or I should be doing this? Or am I watering it down? Or am I just being grandiose and this really isn't what God, the divine universal intelligence, wants me to do? You can take these 5 questions and apply them to every single aspect of your dream. All right, so here's question number 1. I hope you've got something to write it down. And if somebody could put it in the chat for us so we can all see it. All right, so first of all, bring that highest dream or aspiration to mind right now. Bring your highest dream or aspiration to mind. The one that when you think about it, just absolutely takes your breath away. Bring the most robust component of it. Just bring it to mind right now. The one that excites you and scares you to death all at the same time. Use this amazing faculty of your imagination to actually see it in your mind. Bring it to mind right now. Move around in it. Feel it, taste it, touch it. You want to sensorize it. You want to make it so real right now that you could literally reach out and touch it. You got it? All right. Now, with that dream in mind, let's put it to the test. All right. So here's question number 1. Question number 1. When I think about my dream in its highest, most dynamic form, do I come alive? Does it give me life? When you think about living that life, and here's what I want you to think about. It's not the result. Yes, you want to think about the result. And you want to think about the day-to-day tenor, the interaction, the complexion of that dream. Here's the thing about your dream that very few people, yeah, good, Laura. Good to see you. Here's the thing that very few people understand about your dream. Your dream has a routine to it. Oftentimes, people will think about just the result, but they won't think about the routine that's involved in their dream. So it's not just the dream, like the finished results, the money in the bank, or the dream relationship, or the work that you're doing, or the finished product of your work. There's a routine involved with that dream. And so when you're imagining this life, you want to physically see yourself in that routine, because your dream is made up of the nuts and bolts of the activities of your day. Hey, Vanessa, I'm sharing how to put your dream to the test, to know for sure if it's yours. And so when you think about the routine of your dream, and you're in it, like right now, this is the routine of my dream. Speaking to amazing entrepreneurs like you. You are part of my routine. You were literally on my calendar today. And when I thought about that, in the presence of that activity, I absolutely came alive. It's like, oh my gosh, I love that I get to go do that. So when you think about your dream and you're asking, do I love this? Not only do you want to love the results, but you want to love the routine. Because what happens is that people want a certain result and they think they have to suck up and just do what's required in order to be able to achieve that. Yeah, Laura, and it's not just enjoy it towards your dream, but enjoy it when you're in your dream. When the dream is manifested, do you love the routine in the manifestation of your dream? So you want to really put yourself in that image. I had a client who had a deep desire to build out a business, but when she thought about the routine that was required for her to build the business out that she had in mind, realizing that she wanted to build that business because she thought that would be the fastest path to cash. And when she thought about being in the routine of that business, and she put it to the test with my help, because how many times do we make something acceptable because the means is worth the ends, right? That we're working toward the ends and the means is worth the ends. And we suck it up and we say, yeah, but it's for a good cause. I'm gonna get something on the other end of it. And you get to the other end and you realize you've built a routine that doesn't bring you alive. And when she realized that, and with my help was able to put it to the test, she's been able to shift what she's doing, where now she's growing this amazing impact and she's loving the routine of her dream. So when you think about your dream and you think about the components of your dream, not just the journey, but the components of your dream, do you come alive in the presence of it? Does your whole system say, oh my gosh, I love that? Because here's the thing, that journey toward your dream is your dream. That is you living your dream now. All right, so question number 1, do I come alive in the presence of this? Does this bring me alive? Question number 2, does it align with my core values? Now, this is an amazing community of people. I know, Vanessa, that's a separate thing that I know. I'm going to address it here in one of those questions about being very scared of your dream at times. That's actually good news, and I'll do a whole nother live on recognizing fear is good news. But all right, so question number 2: does it align with my core values? Now, I know you as an entrepreneur are building out a work, a vocation, a business that aligns with who you are and the purpose, the contribution that you want to bring. You're an amazing being with a high value of contribution. The thing that gets people into trouble that I watch and that I have the honor of working with people is when it feels like one core value is in conflict with another core value. So you have a high value for service through your work, and you have people that you love. And so there's a high value of family members. There's a high value of health. There's a high value of being able to contribute money to causes that are important to you. And when you're dreaming big and expansively, oftentimes what can happen is that it feels like these values start bumping up against each other, that they start conflicting. In fact, I had a client who wanted to build her business out and she wanted her beloved, but she was afraid that if she built her business out and she brought a beloved in, that she would be forced to give something up that was really important to her and that she wouldn't have enough time for a beloved. Now, here's the deal. When it feels like there's two conflicting values at work, you will drive with the brakes on because it will always feel like you got to choose one or the other. One of the things that I help people understand, and I helped Lonnie understand, is that there's your dream. There's a power generating through you, bringing this dream to you, which is requiring you to think beyond what appears to be the conflict. You got to get bigger than the conflict. Tap into something that's bigger than the apparent conflict and understand that there's a more expansive possibility and solution. Most people will be in the either or thinking. I either have a really loving, healthy relationship or I have a robust business. I can't have both. And one of the things that I help people understand is what if your relationship actually supports your robust business? What if your robust business actually supports your relationship? Now, here's the thing. Who you are today, the person who created your current results, which are brilliant, can't see that possibility. If you go back, if you've been following me, you'll know that one of the things that I bring to you repetitively is understanding that the purpose of your dream is to actually wake you up and grow you into an even more magnificent version of yourself. That version of yourself that's able to think more creatively, more innovatively, beyond what appear to be the current obstacles. But you have to be willing to lean in and make a decision for your dream and realize that, yep, absolutely, it's possible to have something beyond what appears to be the conflict here. So does it align with my core values? Or can I create something that I'm honoring all of my values in a way that's life-giving and contributing for me and for everybody around you? And if it's important, my answer to you is yes. But you won't need the answer to it until you make a decision for your dream. You have to decide for your dream before you can have access to that level of creativity and possibility. I need to do a whole live on making decisions. All right. So, hey, Carol. Hey, Casey. And really good to see you all. Thank you, Laura, for putting the questions in. All right, so question number 3. Again, these are questions that I got from my mentor, Mary Morrissey, who I worked with for 9.5 years in a very close personal relationship. That's how much I value mentorship, and I continue to have mentors today. All right, so question number 3. Will it cause me to grow? Will my dream cause me to grow? Now, back up to Laura, Vanessa. You were talking about, having fear. Here's the thing. Remember, go back to the purpose of your dream. The purpose of your dream is to wake you up into even greater versions of your already magnificent self. It's the catalyst that will help you develop an awareness and skills, capabilities, and a deep knowing that will cause you to show up in the world differently. You bring even best version of yourself. I'm making words up here. I love to make up words. So when you've got fear, it's good news, because what it means is that you are right there on the edge of what you've known for yourself up until this point. And you're literally getting ready to cross the boundary into new territory. In fact, if you don't have some fear, it's not big enough. If you don't have just even a twinge of, oh my God, can I really do this? Then your dream's not big enough. It's just not big enough. And it might be a worthy goal, but it's not a dream that's worthy of you. It's not a dream that's worthy of who you are and the magnificence that you are. All right, so on Saturday, I'm doing a half-day virtual event where I'm going to go much deeper into all of this as this is resonating with you. And it's free, my gift. All right, so question number 4, do I need help from a higher power? One of the things that your dream does is that it invites you into a deeper conversation with the stream of intelligence that created you and woke you up this morning. If you know how to do it, if you can see the plan, you got it all laid out, and you are 100% confident that you can do this, again, your dream's not big enough. That's it, Laura. And I heard Bob Proctor say that for the first time. Your dreams got to scare and excite you and thrill you all at the same time. And when it's doing that, then you know that your dream, that's your dream knocking at the door of your heart, saying, "Wow, you know what? This is for me to do." And the thing about if somebody was sharing about mindset, that it's all about mindset, that we have this amazing ability to create. And I talk about that consistently, that is my core message, that it's breathtaking, the power that we have to create. And here's the thing that very few people do, that I really want to support you, and really stepping back and not just acknowledge that it's about our frame of reference, about our mindset, it's about our awareness, but take an even further step back and acknowledge that there's a power that gave us this capacity to consciously choose what we are mentally rehearsing in the faculty of our imagination, gave us this power to intentionally choose how we're going to interact and be with the circumstances in our life. And then gave us the gift that these two things become our creative capacity. We didn't come up with that. We didn't give ourselves that ability. That there's something so indescribably powerful, expansive, love, creative, that designed us this way. So when we think about our dream, look at it as an invitation from the power that wove you into existence and gave you this creative capacity. It's an invitation to you from this power, whatever name you give it, saying, come know me more. Come know me more. Come into me more. It's that place of deep communion, companionship, and connection with the very stream of intelligence that wove us into existence. So when you say yes to your dream, do I need help from a higher power? You are effectively accepting the invitation from this divine presence saying, yes, I want to know you more. I want to crawl into you more and grow in service, to my dream, knowing this is my highest contribution. So do you need help from a higher power? Thank you, Laura. I really appreciate that. Now, number 5, final question. Is there good in this for others? Will my dream serve others? Now, I know you. I look at the names on this live. I know Laura. Joey, we may never have met, but man, you're here. I know you. And yes, there will be a recording of this. Fundamentally, who you are is a being of service, that you have a servant heart. Your deepest desire is to contribute. And that can sometimes get in the way of letting yourself have the things that you can't quite identify how it can serve others. So when you ask, is there good in this for others? Will this serve others? Your work is obvious, right? Serving with your work is obvious. But what about the big house? If you want a big house. Or what about a luxurious vacation? Or what about your beloved? How is there good in that for others? Well, here's the thing I want you to hear. When you put it to the test, and it's yes to all those other questions. And I love that my mentor put this question last, because if it's a yes, 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 all the way down, then there's good in it for others. My husband and I live in our dream home. I love this house. This house has been on my vision for years. And I had a really hard time justifying the size, the opulence. We're in Southern California, the money that we invested in it. We're on open space. There was a part of me that wrestled with, how is there good in this for others? And when I realized the growth that was required in me in order to be able to grow into the woman who deserved this much good, the woman who could grow my business at the level that I've grown my business, where I am now able to serve thousands of people around the world, generating millions of dollars coming through my business, giving to really worthy causes and contributions that are near and dear to my heart, growing into the woman who was able to create that in order to allow myself to have this degree of, for me, may not be for you, but this degree of beauty and opulence around me. And I also really owned how my environment feeds me. And so when I'm surrounded by beauty, I'm that much more available for you to be able to stand with you as a partner in believing. And one of the things that I have come to understand, and I want you all to write this one down, there is no private good. There is no private good. What's good for you is good for everybody. Now, not everybody may be able to see it right away, but this loving presence that created you and brought you this dream in the first place would never have you do something that's out of alignment for the greater good. So just if you're a yes to all the other questions, number one, do I love this? Do I come alive? Does this dream give me life? Number one, does this dream give me life? Number two, does it align with my core values? Number three, will it cause me to grow? Number four, do I need help from a higher power? If you are yes, 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 then number five is a yes. There is good in this for others. Number five, is there good in this dream for others? All right, so Corinne, you have literally changed my life. By asking me what would I love. I have successful children and I would enjoy parts of it, but I don't love it. I'm now, perfect. Yes, 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 yes. And if there's anything I can do to support you, Corinne, it would be my joy. All right, so here's how I would love to serve you further if in fact you have found value in this. I have a gift that I would love to share with you. Basically, how to stop self-sabotage so you can keep going. There's 5 steps that I've laid out for you. The link to get that is in the description. And then also Saturday, I am doing a half-day virtual event, free, my gift. I just simply ask that you make a contribution to Feed America, for those of us in North America, to make sure that needy families right now are being fed. Only ask. We're going to go deep into everything that you're hearing here. And so if this has resonated with you, go up and in the description, there's the link. Just click register and come hang out on Saturday, as we're going to go deep into what is it that you would love, see where you get stuck. Let me help you understand how to get unstuck. And if we have time, get clear on how to tap into the stream of infinite intelligence to know what your next steps are. All right. You all are rock stars. I absolutely so appreciate you, your brilliance, your deep commitment to your work. I have so much respect for entrepreneurs. It's just such a courageous act when every single one of us raises our hand and say we are serving deeply by sharing our gifts and our talents through our work in our business. I stand with you with unwavering belief that absolutely you have the capacity to bring it into the form of your life. My name is Felicia Searcy. It is my joy to be your partner in believing. Your dream is my passion. God bless. All right, Carolette, I've got to jump off, but I'll come back and put them in the comments. And actually, Laura so graciously put all the questions in the comments as well. And Laura, thank you so much for putting that in for me. Thank you. I so appreciate it. All right, God bless everybody.